fans are taking sides over how absolutely insane last week's episode was. Even the chief of staff doesn't know what's going on. Take a look.
Glad you're here. Thought you'd be gone for the night.
With all I have to get home to, who do you put on your guest list for your arranged marriage to an opportunistic sex worker?
I need you to get us to the Joint Chiefs first thing in the morning.
You all right, sir?
I'm fine.
Are we talking about West Angola? I thought direct military action had been taken off the table.
No, it's back on. Joint Chiefs first thing, son.
Wow. Please welcome Jeff Perry. Woo!
You guys, real White House.
No.
Real White House.
The best.
Pretend White House.
No, the best political character on TV ever. Okay, but I can't sleep anymore. What is going on? Now, if you haven't seen it, Olivia was kidnapped, and I thought I was watching Homeland last week. What is going on?
It's very...
I mean, you know, and Cyrus doesn't even know what's going on yet. He doesn't know Olivia's kidnapped. He doesn't know what's going on, and why is the president talking about...
They always say that. They always say that.
Just say you don't know.
And what else? I mean, and Cyrus doesn't know what is the president talking about with this West Angola? This is a horrible idea.
You know what he's talking about?
I mean, I love it's like, it's always West Angola, right? It's always...
It's always got to be West Angola.
Yeah.
Poor things.
But seriously, you are an unbelievable White House Chief of Staff because you get the sort of... There's a lot of power in that job, but there's also a lot of BS. And I wonder, did you talk to real White House Chiefs of Staff?
I was able to go to the White House Correspondents' Dinner for the first time this last year, and I was on a panel with Andrew Card.
Did you work with Andrew? Yes, he was my boss in the Bush White House for 6 years.
So we were talking about, I said, Andrew, tell me about, you know, Shonda and the writers riff on the territoriality of the First Lady and the Chief of Staff, and that they're both wives. You know, right? They're both caregiver wives. Get out of here. Help me with this. Do this and that. He said, does that seem real? And he said, Jeff, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. He said, I would carry certain kinds of snacks because I did not want President Bush making a decision if he was hangry. Hungry and cranky, right? You know.
Yeah. Part of the job. To kill you. Right?
Right.
Sometimes it'd be all right if you did.
We're going together, Thelma.
So listen, this show, I mean, has taken on... It's taken on kind of a life of its own. The fans are grabbing it. I mean, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Are you at all continuously surprised at how invested people are with the show?
I'm surprised by the show, Whoopi. I mean, when we first... we've called the writers the professional surprisers. You know, when are you going to run out of surprise petrol?
Right.
You know, because
Never.
it's just like never so far. The emotional roller coaster of the oh my God moments that they come up with, and you know, Shonda is such a from Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice, and she's such a great dramatist of relationship.
Yeah.
But then, for her skill to meet this political thriller land, Emily Nussbaum, a wonderful writer, said, this is West Wing mixed with 24, lit up by neon pink.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of true. And who would have known, now in hindsight it looks like a no-brainer, but who would have known Shonda would flourish like this in this genre?
Your wife would know.
Yeah, she would.
Your wife would know. She's a master casting director whose name you see all over the place.
Yeah, Linda Lowy and I have been together. That's Linda.
Now, I bet you never scream and yell at her, but I just want to show this real clip of you screaming and yelling on the show because it's priceless. Can we show this?
Job has only 2 requirements, Sally. One is to not die, the other is to be loyal to the president.
That's it. Don't die,
Be loyal. The only other creature in this White House who has the same sweet deal is the president's dog, Hank. Hank can do those two simple things. Why can't you?
Now, could you take that into like a Taylor Swift lyric? I mean, that's like a signature tongue lashing. Could you?
So we want to get some Cyrus going
You ready?
with Taylor Swift.
Okay.
All right.
Do you need us to sway or?
All right. Where should I be? To you guys?
Yeah, right here.
All right.
Right here.
I never miss a beat. I'm lighting up my feet. And that's what they don't see. That's what they don't see. I'm dancing on my own. I make the moves as I go, and that's what they don't know. That's what they don't know.
Only here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm speechless. Our thanks to Jeff Perry. Scandal airs Thursday nights at 9 p.m. If you are not watching, start right now. It's on ABC. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Series Girls, Zasha Mamet's character, or is it Mamet? It's Mamet, sorry. Character Shoshana had a tough time getting out of college, and she's not having a much better time getting into the workforce. Take a look.
I'm going to be perfectly candid with you, Shoshana. I don't think you're the right fit for Mackenzie.
Well, people always think that I'm not going to fit in at first, but then I always do. I always fit in just very subtly. I bet you didn't think that Chelsea Clinton was going to fit here, but she totally did. She's always been one of my heroes because she's such a strong woman, struggling so nobly with her very curly hair.
Chelsea Clinton doesn't work here anymore.
Because of her hair?
Please welcome Zasha Mamet.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me here today.
Did you just have a birthday?
I did. It was Monday. Monday was my birthday.
And what'd you do? Anything special?
I did a lot of nothing, which was really wonderful. I've been doing this Broadway workshop of the musical of American Psycho and working like mind-numbingly hard. And so Monday was sort of one of my first days off, and I hung out upstate with my boyfriend and our dog.
How fun is that?
And we were like kind of snowed in.
Yeah.
Cute.
And congratulations are in order. Girls got picked up for another season.
Yeah.
That makes 5, right?
That makes 5.
Yeah. And your character, the previous seasons were kind of virginal, even though you were still getting it in.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But this season, what's in store for her?
She's having a difficult time, which she always has, but in sort of a different way. You know, this is her birth into the real world, essentially, and it is not as kind as she thought it would be. I think Shoshana was expecting, like, unicorns, and she got, like, you know, some mangy trail horse instead, and that was, like, what reality was. So, yeah, she's trying to fit into the workforce, and it is not having her.
Can I ask you, do you improvise? Because you are so fast when you speak in that character, and it's so funny that I think she's probably making this up as she goes.
We do. We improv a lot. We always do what's written, and then they let us just kind of go wild. But one of Nina's first directions to me on our pilot was, I want you to open the door like you just drank a can of Red Bull. Sorry, a case of Red Bull. And I was like, okay. And I have trouble ADRing myself. I talk so fast. I was like, how did I do that?
Right.
I can't even talk that fast now.
Well, it's such a great character, and you're so funny.
Thank you.
So real, too.
You know,
Thank you.
I love the show. I like how sexy it can get. Does it still shock you? Are there things that shock you about doing some of the scenes? I mean, are you
Like
comfortable
you
doing
were
it
a
now?
nudie in the street.
Yes, I mean, I'm wearing tights and underwear, even though it doesn't look like it.
Really? They do a good job.
That one actually kind of came out of nowhere. But that entire episode was a bit wacky. You know, at this point, I think we trust our writers. We trust Lena. We trust Judd and Jenny so deeply that they will never make us do anything that isn't in service to the story and the show and sort of portraying this experience of being in your 20s as honestly as possible. So we really just do whatever they ask us. And I think in that way it doesn't feel scary because we know that it's not exploitative in any way.
Yeah, and it's such a hit. Even Taylor Swift said she's a fan and she identifies with your character the most, right? Just like in Sex and the City, remember everyone goes, oh, I'm a Carrie, no, I'm this one, I'm that one. And were you surprised by that?
I guess a little bit. I mean, I don't know her personally, so she could be.
Yeah.
You never know. She could just have Sex and the City posters plastering her walls. But I was deeply honored.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you may be going to Broadway. Right now, she's doing a play with your castmate.
Yes, Rita Wilson.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah, Fish in the Dark.
Right below you.
And I can't wait to get to see you on Broadway. So good luck with that, American Psycho. And you're fantastic, and the whole show is perfection. Our thanks to Zasha, I'm going to say it right, Mamet. You can catch Girls every Sunday on HBO. We will be right back after this. Thank you very much.